really nervous about this closing argument today.
Is it because you've lost 3 cases in a row?
Whispering it doesn't make it any less painful.
You must have read the news already that Superman is getting sued. Well, it's happening. The Superman estate, representing one of his creators, is taking Warner Brothers to court over the new Superman movie. But why? And what does this mean for the future of Superman and DCU? Let's break it all down. The Superman estate, specifically representing the family of Joe Shuster, one of Superman's creators, is suing Warner Brothers. Now, this isn't the first time they've done this. The Siegel and Shuster estates have a history of legal battles with DC and Warner Brothers over Superman and Superboy rights. They've sued them multiple times over the years, even back when the original Superman movies with Christopher Reeve were being made.
Interesting.
And they also sued during the Henry Cavill era, around the time Man of Steel came out. So this is kind of a regular thing, except this time it's different. What makes this lawsuit particularly interesting is the specific claim they're making. They're not saying they don't want the movie made. In fact, they want it to be a massive hit. Why? Because the more money the movie makes, the more they potentially stand to gain from the lawsuit or a settlement. It's a strategic move.
That makes sense.
Their argument centers around specific contracts and international distribution rights. They're claiming that the rights to release the movie in certain key foreign countries reverted back to the estate after a certain period, and they believe that time has come. So it's not just a matter of hurt feelings or vague interpretations. They're pointing to specific contract language. This is why their case is considered stronger than some other Hollywood disputes we've seen. Now, you might be thinking, what does this mean for the future of Superman? Will this delay the movie? Probably not. Warner Brothers wants this movie out. James Gunn, the director, is using this film to launch his entire reboot of the DC Universe, his Gods and Monsters plan. A lot is riding on this movie's success. If it flops, his whole vision for the DCU could be in jeopardy. So everyone, Warner Brothers, the estate, even James Gunn, wants this movie to make bank, but they all want it for different reasons. Gunn wants to kickstart his DCU. Warner Brothers wants the profits, and the estate, well, they want a bigger piece of the pie.
Win-win situation for everybody.
These kinds of legal battles are surprisingly common in Hollywood. Marvel has had its share of lawsuits, like the Scarlett Johansson situation with Black Widow. It's just the nature of the beast when you're dealing with massive franchises and huge sums of money. Think about the Tolkien estate and Lord of the Rings. They've been involved in numerous legal battles over the years. These estates are often huge, with multiple generations involved, and they don't always agree on how the properties should be handled. You might have some family members who are cool with certain adaptations, while others are more protective of the original works. The Siegel and Shuster estates are within their rights to pursue this. Comic book creators have historically been exploited, receiving very little compensation for the characters they created. Many were reported to have died in poverty, while the studios raked in hundreds of millions, or even a couple of $1 billion. Early contracts often didn't account for the possibility of movies and TV shows, so creators weren't entitled to those profits. It's a long and complicated history of creators fighting for fair compensation. So what's likely to happen? Warner Brothers will probably settle. Lawsuits like this can drag on for years, and they don't want the legal drama overshadowing the movie's release.
The best option. Hands down.
They'll likely write a big check, and that will be the end of it. It's all about the money, as it often is in Hollywood. This lawsuit probably won't affect whether you get to see the new Superman movie, but it does highlight the complex legal landscape of superhero franchises and the ongoing struggle for creators and their estates to get a fair share of the profits. What do you guys think about all this? And if you want to know how Superman can save the future of DCU, click here to watch now.